Okay, back at home, got our potatoes ready. We're going to do the chitting. Now, everybody's got a different idea of whether you should chit potatoes or not. So we're going to do a little bit of experiment. We've got a 2 kilogram bag. We're going to chit some and not chit some. And when we plant them, some are just going to be dug in a hole, chucked in the ground. And the others, we're going to lay a trench and we're going to fertilise them. So we're going to have the quality ones and we're going to have the quick ones. So some won't be chitted, they'll just be chucked in the ground, and then we'll see what happens. We'll go on from there really. Okay, we've moved out into the garden, so I'm going to chip my potatoes in my greenhouse. This is what I started doing. It's almost perfect conditions. Down in Somerset we don't get a lot of frost, so it's a good place to do them. So I'm going to chip them traditional way in egg boxes, and I find these plastic pot holders are pretty useful for doing potatoes. But to be honest, you don't have to be held in, they can just go in these sort of trays here. Any container really. I have got a little heater for the greenhouse if it looks like the actual frost is going to come, but I don't think we're going to get much frost now to the point where it's going to damage the potatoes. We'll just check, see what the temperature is in here. Okay, so we've got the thermometer here. You can see what that says, but it is 6.9 degrees Celsius and it's roughly 5 o'clock now, so the lowest it's been over the winter is minus 3.9. Still got my highest of 52.3 there. It's a useful little gadget that, just to keep your greenhouse checked. So I've got them open, let's have a look. They've already started to chit a little bit, which is useful. And so we'll put 12 of these into the egg box. Quite a large potato. Now I have read that you can actually cut seed potatoes in half, and then you can actually get double the yield, but personally I've sort of tried that, but we'll see. Oh, bit of a manky one on the floor there, which yeah, I mean that's not too good, is it really? You know, you just buy these in a bag, you can't really tell whether they're going to be any good. Should take that back to the garden centre, but I don't know how many you've got in here, probably a couple of dozen for £3.35. You know, is it really worth it? Couple of pence. Although there's another one, that's pretty bad actually. Get any more of those and they're definitely going to go back. Still not brilliant. I think I might have picked a dodgy bag. Anyway, let's hope that's not going to affect the rest of the season. So there we are. We've got 12 potatoes chitting there in there, and looks like we've got 3 ropey ones. So the rest will go into a dark place. I'll show you where they're going to go in a second, but we'll keep those in a dark place, and we'll always get a little label. I mean, it's great doing this because you think you're going to remember, but you often don't. Jav Lynn. Okay, that's good enough for me. So that's those sorted. We'll do the international kidneys. Okay, so let's have a little look in there. With these ones are a little bit better. Now, they have started to chip even more, and they are pretty large for a seed potato. So we'll see how many we've got in here. As I say, these are the international kidneys, which are basically Jersey Royals, but they can't be called Jersey Royals unless you actually grow them in Jersey. They've got special sort of temperature in the Channel Islands, So they can only be called Jersey Royals if they're grown in Jersey. Now, that for a seed potato is one of the largest that I've ever seen. I am very tempted to cut that one in half just to see whether or not you've actually yeah, let's get the knife. Let's just have a look. I'm going to cut that one in half. We're going to compare, leave that one sort of down that way, and we'll leave that one up there. It would be just interesting. See if I can remember which ones are which. So how many have we got there? We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we've got 13 to be cut one in half. So we're going to leave those ones in the bags there. So we've got international kidneys, Fenton Daglins. They're going to go in my dark place. Now, to be honest, I keep my potatoes in these drawers once I've actually grown them, and I always grow too many. I've actually got some left over from last year. This is always the same. So they're going to go in there. They're going to stay dark, they won't chit. Tucked away in that drawer, trusty old drawer, and hopefully they'll be absolutely fine in there. So we're back in the greenhouse. So yeah, we're gonna keep those dodgy ones. Actually, see if I can get my money back a little bit on those. Well, I just think I should tell them. You never know, might give me a free bag. So that will do with the chitting. We'll leave those in here. We'll keep an eye on them. If it does start to get cold, one thing that I could do is actually you've got some bubble wrap, or you could just put this fleece over the top, this sort of black stuff here, just to sort of stop them from getting frosty. Trusty old greenhouse. I mean, we've got everything in here. Never throw anything away. That's my motto, and then end up with too much junk. But yeah, we'll be doing some videos on the greenhouse, sort of separate from the allotment. I always grow tomatoes and cucumbers in here, chilies, peppers. I like growing a little bit of everything. We've got some tortoises, and they actually need to eat lettuce. Now, not garden related, but in the shed we've got the little tortoise. Now, that's Herbie and Henry. That's with a little bit of lettuce. They have the sort of seed. You just sort of put those in there. So grow a lot of our vegetables for these two little chaps. So we'll just shut the door of the greenhouse and then leave those potatoes to get on.